Okay,
already.
Freddie. Already. We continue with already, Freddie, Eddie. The
Eddie.
last video of Eddie. The last videos on their LinkedIn was kind of playing out with characters. Eddie and Freddie. Yeah, let's talk about already.
Well, who you're asking?
Yeah, you guys
No
start.
one. There is no one asking no one. It's just already.
Well, this is already Eddie and Freddie. I mean, this is already it. Sitting, talking, and watching, and whatever seems to be happening is this already, and there's no escaping this. And wanting to escape this is this already,
I
Eddie.
guess I guess in I guess in a situation where there's a lot of suffering and where there is a lot of pain, hearing this message, it's kind of no go. Oh no, 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 no. It's
Well,
like
that's it
no
too.
escape, like no escape, no escape. And this is kind of dead end. And but there is already the perfection playing. The character hears maybe hears this message and is attracted to, okay, I can go inside and do self-inquiry, do mindfulness and whatsoever. This is yeah, Zonderlintje, go on.
Well, it's funny how there seems to be a character all of a sudden. The character is hearing this. I mean, no one is hearing this, including a character. There are no characters. There's just no one hearing this. Just this hearing for nobody, including a character. There is no character hearing this.
Yeah, but it is for
Already nothing hears this of nothing. Nothing else is hearing this already. So it's not. But I mean, saying there's a character, it doesn't matter. Saying
yeah,
there's a character
exactly.
or believing there's a character is this already.
Exactly,
And
sweetheart. It
that's
simply doesn't matter. It simply
no,
doesn't
no.
matter for the sake of communication or whatsoever. I think, this is popping out for no reason.
Yes, but here there seems to be a love for direct communication, and this includes, like Rosa's always saying, no middleman. But this is also including no character. So there's nothing or nobody or no character hearing this already. This is not heard, not by you, not by
Yeah,
me, not by a character or by something which you really are, which is hidden and which is not seen.
yeah,
Neither is an observer or a character observing this all of a sudden. And I mean, saying it and feeling there's a me doing this or hearing this, is this already? I mean, it's inescapable. So, this,
exactly.
whatever comes out in words or in emotions or whatever seems to rise, is already this. And there's no you or a character already here to escape this. Saying there's just this is inescapable.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's nice to hear because like sometimes I think there's characters. And it is nice to also just hear that message, right? Rather than just assuming there's characters all the time, it's also nice to consider what if there's not. What does
Yes,
that mean?
and the funny thing is that saying, well, I love to hear this, that there's maybe no characters, is already just this. So the liking to hear that there are no characters and that it's something different from what seems to be normality, thinking that there may be characters, is this already. And this is inescapable, as there is already no you thinking or feeling that there are characters to begin with. It's just what seems to arise. thoughts, or how you call it, there are maybe characters or not. It's just this already.
I think why that was so nice to hear for me was like lately I've been thinking, I'm like, I see sometimes I connect with people who are like going down like a similar spiritual path that I went in, or it seems that way, right? And there'll be just a little bit of tension because I want to like say something, but I also recognize that everything I say is a projection of my own experience. It's all perfection, anyways. Like, so it's like I kind of refrain because, yeah, I don't know why, but I just kind of recognize that, and that's what happens. And what I'm trying to say, I lost my thought.
Boom.
I could say something else. I totally forgot.
No, but
Somebody
you,
moved over there and I forgot.
Perfect.
you know, the beauty is that what was just said, apparently, is it already. Thinking I will not say it because it's my own projection and blah 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 blah. Is this already? It's just simply what seems to be happening.
Yeah.
And there's no you able to escape. I'm not going to say this or that because it's my own projection, blah blah blah. Is this already?
Inescapable.
Right.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with it, and there's nothing right with it because it's just simply what seems to arise. It's just this. It's already done.
Yeah. I
And
love
there's
this.
no
I love this already done. I just love it. It's
so
done.
there's no way in holding back. I will not say anything to spiritual seekers because that's my own projection. It's just this already.
Yeah.
And saying or not saying anything or thinking or feeling that there's nothing to say is this. It's just this.
Right. Yeah. That seems really helpful in this story over here.
Yeah,
You know, those things coming. I'm like,
of course.
I'm
Well,
like, this is like where I'm like my brain is at right now, apparently. It's like that's a story that's been appearing where I was like, oh, I'm not really sure how to navigate this. And then it's like this character shows up and says those things. And I'm like, oh, okay, nice. Nice.
yeah, and you know, and the funny and the beauty of this is you know, it's not meant as a help or something, you know, it's
Yeah.
just also simply, but the sense of this is helpful is already this.
Yeah.
The sense of this is helpful, you know, and there's no stopping in the sense of this is helpful or this
Yeah.
is
Or this is
wonderful or
bullshit.
Right.
What?
or this is
Yeah.
bullshit or
Yeah.
or whatever may arise, you know, that's the
Totally.
beauty.
Totally.
There's no stopping because there's already no you doing it, able to stop it. And it's already done. It's already done.
But for no one. It's done for no one.
Yeah, so
Beautiful, Zonderlin.
Well,
I
do you feel that someone needs to recognize that there is
no.
no,
No, no,
no,
because it's already
no, 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 no,
I like
you
no,
know
but there's no limit.
the beauty
Sorry.
is that,
no, it's great.
So,
so
Zonderlin.
well um there is no need to reckon there's no need for anything to happen um because it's this already.
Because
So
it's happening already.
so what I'm pointing at is if there is a sense that something needs to change or something needs to be recognized or not, it's just this.
So wild.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
yeah,
so wild.
So
it's
it's so
wild.
easy. It's so easy going. It's so effortlessly, you know, it's everything is it. No matter what's going on there, the most complicated thing, the most, it's easy going complicated. Oh, let's say it's empty fullness. Everything is empty. It's empty, empty, no matter what it is. And even this is too much.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, nothing needs to fall away.
No.
Nothing needs to stop.
like like hearing this message, like here, a very suffering one. Nothing needs to fall away. What? Of
Yeah,
this is it already.
yeah.
This is it already. This total rebellion, you know. What? This is it, you know, this reaction, apparent reaction, is it already done? Done. Everything. Like with Emmy, I was like, you know, there was a point where I was like, oh wow, this is it too. And this is it too. And this is it too, you know. No fucking escape. And this was kind of wow, okay.
It's funny because, like, as Sander was explaining that, like, I had this sensation of nowhere to land. Like, that's what it felt like. I'm just listening. And yeah, I'm not going to say you gave a transmission or like maybe you did. I don't know. But I'm just going to say, like, when I was hearing the directness of it, there was simply nowhere to land
Yeah.
when I was like listening to it,
Beautiful. Beautiful. I
which is
also,
wild. That's
wow,
wild.
yeah. I totally resonate with Sander Lynchian's way of with this directness, where there's no landing, free fall. And it's beautiful being in touch with him. I can recommend this. This is so beautiful, so wild and free.
Well, you know, it's so funny because it's this already, you know, saying
No,
it's well.
I don't know. How can I know? Of
Yeah,
course I
but
don't know.
saying it's well and free and I love this or I hate this or I don't want this or I like it or maybe not. You know, whatever. It's yeah. Um, that's
It's how
simply
the
what seems
cookie
to be happening.
crumbles.
Yes, 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 yeah, yes.
Oh, I love it.
But there's no choice. There's no choice. You know, there's
No,
no.
there is
But
no
but
choice.
no, there's no choice maker, so to say. You know, there's choosing between coffee and tea. It's just simply what seems to be happening.
No one behind this. No one behind this choice.
Okay, but
No,
was there a time, apparently, when you believed there was this like really important choice? Like, was there a time where, like, there was a time for me where I really believed in free will, which is fine. Like, people can believe in free will, but understanding, like, or just hearing the concept of no free will felt like it shifted something over here. Like, it was freedom. And which is
well,
funny because it's no free will equals freedom.
the, the it's funny because thinking there is free will or there isn't free will is already free. It's disappearing as a you thinking there's free will or not. It's already this. There's no one thinking or seeing that there is free will or no free will. So nothing needs to change. Thinking there is no free will is this already. And
Yeah,
thinking there is free will is this already. And there's no difference
yeah,
because it's just this.
yeah. There is simply no difference. That's why maybe Kelsey, with the previous question, with would you what was it? What you said?
Well,
Making this kind of
There was already no one thinking there was no free will or there was free will
yeah,
already.
he answered the question. Yeah, I think so. In his own way. So,
mm, mm,
but like, um, Yeah, like it is recognized here that it doesn't matter if someone believes in free will or no free will. This character apparently loves the no free will. It got rid of a
Yeah,
lot of stories, a lot of suffering, just let it go. But some characters, I have friends who really are bothered by the concept of no free will. And in that case, sometimes
Of
I can't
course,
help but talk about it because
of
it's so
course.
obvious for
Yeah.
me. It's like, but some characters really like the comfort of free will. I really like the discomfort of no free will, but to me it's comfortable, but seemingly discomfort, at least at first it can seem that way, but
And so you see, what is comfort? What is discomfort? What is free
I don't know.
will? What
I
is not free will? Yeah, just playing with words, empty words.
yeah,
Everything is it. Everything is already empty. And this is that's the joke. This is kind of funny,
it's the joke. Yeah.
the joke. And for no one. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. like my colleague, she's so cute. She was saying to me, we were kind of chatting a bit about this. She was like saying to me, well, in the beginning, when I was like booming out with this, and she was like, Rosa, well, I think you have a great attitude towards life, but I simply cannot do this like you're doing this. I was like, cool.
Nice.
Because she in a way sees it's kind of easy going there, Uh, but I was just like, well, here's simply no difference in shit or not shit, in happy or sad. And she was like, wow, this is a great attitude.
uh, and she was right. She cannot do that. She
Yeah,
cannot have that
I
type of.
told her, there is no you to start to do this.
It's just how the cookie crumbles.
It's funny because I totally resonate with what you're saying in that sense. I had a friend who was like asking me a lot about non-duality. And anyways, like I don't know what we talked about, but then one day it was like 6 months later, she's like, I finally get it. Like the duality is the non-duality. I was like, yeah, exactly.
Beautiful.
Because she's like, well, wait, like there were so many questions about duality. I don't know what my answers were. I don't remember what the questions were. I was just like I don't even. I wish I could remember what I said, but I don't. And yeah, she's just like, I get it. It's the same thing. I'm like, yeah, exactly. It was like such a great moment. I loved it. I was like, yes, that's a party. Like,
Well, I in a way don't have the sense that I got it, Here is no, here is no, maybe what happened is that there is simply nothing to get. It's done already. There is no, that this is more a sense of losing everything than of getting anything, And well, also just a story, but this is in a way the funny thing. Yeah, it's the funny thing that this is the total, this is simply this directness of what is, and it's because it already is. There is simply no middleman. There is simply no Rosa anymore. Being too late for the party, no matter what party this is, there's full-on party with all judging, labeling whatsoever. Everything is it already. Yeah.
what is that a party?
And this sitting, talking, watching emotions, whatever thoughts, this is not a thing. Talking is not a thing. It has no borders. Talking has no borders. It has no edges. You cannot get this. You cannot get talking, sitting, listening,
Stop, Sander
emotion.
and stop, sweetheart. How do you come on this is not a thing? Of course not. There's no idea of this is a thing. Kelsey,
Well,
will you?
but no, but
Uh,
I, you
I
know,
think it's impossible to talk without making something seem like it's a thing, you know?
yeah, but you know, when there's getting this, no, that it's the
You mean just this?
yeah,
Making a think of,
you know, in that
okay,
way, because this is
okay,
ungettable. Getting
Yeah,
is always about something else. There's not something else. The
yeah,
wanting to get this is this already, and the not wanting to get this is also this. And this wanting to get this is not a thing. Trying to get this is not gettable already.
I know
yeah,
it's funny though. It's funny that that happens though, that it seems that way, that like there's this like struggle with it to try to get it, and then you realize that this is already it. Like that's essentially what my story was about. That my friend had like, there was like this like ruffling with the message, and I was just like, whatever, do you? And then it was like, then one day it was just like, I get it, it's this already, and it's like, yeah, end of story.
yeah,
Yeah,
beautiful,
so exactly. So saying I get this is this.
yeah,
Saying I get this
yeah. And saying I don't get this is this too.
is
Yeah,
this too.
exactly.
And that itself is not gettable because it's not a thing.
Yeah.
Saying I get
But
this
people
or I
just
don't
say
get
that.
this,
It's
yeah,
just something people say. Like, I get it. It's just to be like, you could say
Uh,
anything. You could replace I get it with anything.
Let us here pop two things up, like with this directness and kind of this brain here, this tool being able to abstract things compared to animals. This human being, this body mind system is able to, in a way, abstract, make stories of everything, putting labels. Of course, this is it too, of course. But maybe, Xander, maybe about this a little bit with this abstraction. You know what I mean? Of course, you don't know, but
well, there seems to be an assumption that there is something which can extract and do things, which is this already. A comparison between animals and human bodies and brains and minds and bodies and all that. Um, it's just this, and it's just yeah, it's what to say about that,
it's inescapable.
I'm
Yes,
just laughing because when you laugh, your screen laughs with you.
yeah,
And
it's
it made me
because
laugh.
it's yeah.
That was full on. Like, that was aliveness right there.
Beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful.
the whole world shakes when laughing happens.
It's
No,
funny.
but Rosa, of course, and um, this so-called curiosity and wondering about human brains and minds and animals is just this, it's just it plays so beautifully, just wanting to know and how does it work and how are we able to do this? Is this already? And it's not, it's unknown, it's just this.
And
Whatever seems to
we are able to talk about this.
Yeah.
well,
I love science.
seemingly, I mean, seemingly, there seems to be talking. Um, to say this is nothing appearing as Rosa, Kelsey, and Sander talking. That's just this already. Um, but who knows this? And at the same time, this is just talking and wondering and questions and answers and looking and moving and all this.
Yeah,
And even if you did explain the brain, like scientifically speaking, there's three parts of the brain that create this. But even if you explain it, it still doesn't matter. Even if you know how the brain works, it doesn't even matter because it's still so spontaneous. And like the present moment can never be known. So the theory is just like, it's just entertainment. It's not like I can really think about those things like, wow. Like
Yeah.
it's so not applicable to the present moment, like at all.
Mm.
But I like it. It makes sense. I like learning about things, but it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't go
Mm.
anywhere. It won't change it. Maybe a little.
Yeah, and there appears to be a need for a source, and we can call this, some people call it God, and the others call this the brain, and it's all just this. There's no separate source. There's not something else which is not this already. So, but yeah, so some people seem to resonate with the idea, well, it's all the brain, or it's all the mind, or it's God, or it's energy, or whatever. And which is this too, finding and resonating with ideas and names. So this whatever seems to be happening has no need for a name or an explanation already. It's everything and nothing, and it's not even nothing.
Yeah.
It's funny because the most annoying thing about myself that annoys me is that I love neuroscience and psychology. Like it's the most annoying. It's the part of myself that like annoys me, but I can't help. I'll just be like, oh, blah blah
Beautiful.
blah blah blah. Neuroscience is this, and I go into like these scientific equations, and I'm like, ugh, this fucking
Beautiful.
thing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And there's no stopping, like you said, Kelsey. That's
there's no
beautiful.
stopping that.
Yeah.
Oh,
There is no one who can stop it. Beautiful. Free fall.
yeah.
Cool.
You know,
Oh,
loving explanations and psychology and
yeah.
quantum physics and
Full on.
oh,
Full on aliveness, no matter what. No matter
yeah,
what.
such
No
a beauty.
escape. No, yeah. And this is the freedom. This is the freedom. And so, sweetheart, Kelsey, what about, are you talking about this? Are you connecting with people or not really? Do you have post Instagram? I saw beautiful.
I have Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take my Instagram if you want. I'll make a YouTube eventually. I
Okay.
have a YouTube. I just haven't posted anything.
Okay. You
I
should
can give
do
you the
this.
link.
And maybe also with your art, which you're doing, this is a great mixture, you know? It's kind of creativity.
Yeah. Here,
Express it.
sometimes,
Everything is expressed, you know? Yeah, yeah.
sometimes there's a little bit of perfectionism here. So I'm still trying to like sort out how to I did one podcast with Grace,
Ah, yeah.
but for some reason I can't edit the Zoom footage. It's in like a special format that like crashes my computer.
Okay.
So I tried to get it up. I've tried so many times, but the basic video is not fancy enough for me because of my perfectionism. So I will figure. I'm gonna figure it out in like the next month or two.
Oh, you're so
What I'm
sweet.
gonna do, but I'll post a picture or something on my YouTube. I'll send you my
Oh,
YouTube,
cool.
and maybe
Great.
people can subscribe to for an unknown date that maybe there'll be a video at some point, which there probably will. I just don't
Okay, sweetheart. So you may be going to start being active on your YouTube channel, yeah?
maybe. Yeah. Yeah,
Maybe.
long story
Okay.
short. Yeah.
Cool,
Long
cool.
story short, it could happen. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, my dear. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for yeah, for the time. This was so cool. I loved it. Really loved it. Thanks, Sander Lindchen. Thank you. It's always a pleasure. And
Thank you, Rosa,
we simply,
Kelsey.
yeah, we simply stay in touch
Yeah.
and let's see what's going to happen next or not next. Okay, sweethearts. Thank you. Love ya. Mwah.
Thank you both. Bye.
Bye bye.